My name is Raymond Wheeler, and this is my abode of residence.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. I was 18 when I got called up. That was the age of conscription, was 18. And as soon as my 18th birthday came up, I got called up, and I had an option to whether to go in the RAF or the Army. And I chose the RAF on the northwest coast. So they posted me to the southeast coast. At that particular time, they were recruiting building workers into the RAF to form the airfield construction. So we was all building trades. We was building airfields. They're getting ready for D-Day, what they called ALGs. That's Advanced Landing Grounds. And that's what we was doing all along the Kent coast, round to the Isle of Wight. The first we knew about D-Day was we was woke at 6 o'clock in the morning and told to get ready to move. And we got on a train and we shuffled here, there and everywhere. And we finished up in Bristol at Orfield Station. And we marched from Orfield Station to Penn Park, which was an American camp until a couple of days before, because they moved out for D-Day and we moved in. As soon as we had the tents pitched, we was off out. And that was where I met your nan. Yes, we was going up the top of Monks Park, and we stood and debated where to go and have a drink. We could see the Fellowship in front of us, or the George to the right of us. So we chose the George. And just before the George is a second-hand shop called The Locker. I don't know if you know it, that's The Locker. And that was where I first met your nan. She was coming from the pictures, and we sort of chatted them up to find out where the nearest dance hall was. And she said, yes, they're along at St Gregory's, just along the road. So we said, well, perhaps we'll see you there tomorrow night. So the next night, along to St Gregory's we went, sat down, 10 minutes afterwards, in come Lead with her friend, and that was it. D-Day started about 6 o'clock in the morning, and the first I heard about was going up Monks Park. A woman came out and called to her neighbour, said, I see they've gone back again. And that's the first I knew that they had landed in Normandy.
As dawn broke on that grey June morning, the greatest armada of ships the world has ever seen filled the narrow waters of the English Channel. Protected from the sea by the combined fleets and by the air forces in the sky above. Once again, we were back on the soil of France.
We had a farewell dance in the camp. Everybody was confined to camp. At that time, I was smoking a pipe. And you then asked me what tobacco I smoked. And it was Irish tobacco, very expensive. And she bought me a tin and sent it to me when I was in Normandy. And that made it. And then we went to South Sea and embarked on the boat at South Sea. We docked at Armanche in Normandy. First job we had going off the boat was guarding POWs. There was hundreds of them. And we had our jobs to guard them. We were shipping them back to England from there to keep me out of the way, hardly. One of the memories was where it was bombed in Caen. There was bodies everywhere buried. We're seeing what they called the Ghoul Squad, digging them up. And they are absolutely even with maggots, where they were buried in a sheet. And that was quite something to see. Went in the calm, putting the road through the racetrack for another Bailey Bridge over the Orme, because it was a bottleneck of supplies. So they put another Bailey Bridge over to get the supplies in to Falaise, where Falaise was the finish of the Normandy campaign. Carpiquet Airfield, it was all unsafe. We shelled it and bombed it and goodness knows what. So we had to blow up some of the hangars that wasn't safe, just to make them safe. And then we used to travel from there into Caen with the Canadians. And from there, we was sent out onto a water point with a big tank, supplying the troops with clean water. I think we was about 6 miles away from Dunkirk. And Dunkirk, for the Germans, never gave in till the end of the war. And they had all their artillery there. And then about midday, they started shelling us right up the middle of the runway. Mad scrabble. And we were erecting hangars then, and we couldn't get off the roof quick enough. We just slid down because it's all sand there, into the sand, and dug your head in. You don't hear them coming in. You hear them when they're gone. It's something I could not explain. The sound of a bomb falling or a shell. As much as they put it on tally, it's never the same. Never. I cannot describe it. As soon as they started, the Typhoons were on the scene. The persons who had them in Dunkirk was the Polish army. They brought the Tippids in by radio, and the Tippids came in and took them off, yeah. And I admire the Poles. Always have. Yeah. We went in one jump right from Le Pan to Osnabrück in Germany. One jump. Sleeping on the side of the road, whatever. That's where I got my taste of rum there. Yeah. We slept underneath the lorries, and after it got settled down, had the rum ration then. All those who'd gone off never got it, so we drank it for them. And we had a good time with it. The Germans have a radar system similar to ours, and we went on one to guard it so it never got damaged. And that was when VE Day was announced. The bomb dump was going up, and it went up with one hell of a roar. And that was Germany packing in.
Yesterday morning at 2:41 a.m. at General Eisenhower's headquarters, General Jodl, the representative of the German High Command, and of Grand Admiral Dönitz, the designated head of the German state, signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Forces and simultaneously to the Soviet High Command.
We're only back a couple of weeks, and we're back on embarkation leave for the Far East. And on the way through the Med, the Japanese packed in, they dropped the A-bomb. We arranged it to get married the next time I went home on leave. Comes home on leave, we got engaged, and we said the next time we'll get married. We've been together ever since. Yeah.